Hey, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. Well, yesterday I'd lost my car. And I did my video thought for the day in the parking lot searching for my car. And I got a lot of emails and texts and everybody saying, hey, I really thought you were going to find it. You know, my buddy Daniel said to me, I thought it would end with you opening your door. I still haven't found the car. I don't have a clue where it is, but I've got people on it. Meanwhile, it caused me to think, what is it we're willing to give or to do if we've lost something but we desperately want it? How far will you go? Do desperate times call for desperate measures? You know, just where is our threshold? You know, I've got our daughter and her fiance who play this game. How much would it take for you to fill in the blank? And it can be something as innocuous as decorating a house for Christmas. We've got a buddy named Mark who just does this incredible job decorating his house for Christmas. And it takes him truly like 2 or 3 months to decorate it and 2 or 3 months to take it down. And we went and toured his house, and my son-in-law to be, I guess you'd call my daughter's fiance, said, all right, how much would it take for you to do that for him, for his house? Would you take the necessary time out of your schedule? And different people were coming up with different sums depending upon how they value their time, because it truly would take a lot of time as well as a lot of love to do that. And so this idea of what would you do, you know, how much would you spend, etc. You know, what are you willing to do for XYZ? And Jesus talked about this some in light of life. And he told a couple of parables about it. And one of the parables was a woman who had lost a coin. And how she would tear her house up and down trying to find that valuable coin that she had lost. You know, if I lose a penny, I got to tell you, I'm not going to do that much to find the penny. But you start losing some money, and at some threshold point, you'll start doing a whole lot more to find that money. Maybe it's not a penny or a dime or even a quarter. But I don't know many people that wouldn't look high and low for $100 they misplaced, or heaven forbid, 1,000. Can you imagine if you misplaced $50,000? How desperately would you look for it? Well, I think about this because I think about the relationship that we have with God as something that is worth a lot more than $50,000. It's something that's worth a lot more than $100,000 or $1 million. There's not any sum of money that I would take in replacement for my walk with the Lord. But then the question becomes, what am I willing to give or do to have that relationship with God in all of its intensity? Am I willing to forego certain sins if I know that they will draw me from God? Am I willing to invest my time in the relationship to make the relationship important enough and valuable enough? What are we willing to do to walk with God? I think it starts with loving Him, spending time with Him, and taking care of our life the way He would have us do it, by nurturing and loving others. It's avoiding sin. What are we willing to do to find that which is worth finding? Think about it. Talk about it with your friends. See what they think. After all, this is your video thought for today.